welcome again to this post-match press conference in the AFC Women's Champions League quarter-final between Melbourne City and PFC Nasaf. We're here with Melbourne City head coach Michael Matricciani. Michael, congratulations on a fantastic result and what I'm sure will go down as a famous day for the club in years to come. Talk to us just about the emotions, the feelings you have right now with the late win and progressing to the semi-finals.
Yeah, it's a lot of emotions the last couple of hours. Obviously, it was a really tough match. I think they defended really well and they caused us a few problems in some set plays and on transition. They got some very good technical players that we needed to really be touch tight with them and put them under pressure and use our physicality. I think we did that really well. I think we dominated the game. We opened them up in areas that we wanted to, and then, yeah, we obviously scored the goal really late, which helps with the drama and the excitement of the match. And it's important, we always say, it's together we are stronger. So it doesn't matter how many minutes you're playing or the injured players that are around the group. Everyone's important to have team success. So just really pleased for the whole group. The club in general, they put a lot of resources and time into the women's program, and it's paying off. And then on another point that we had to try and keep a hold of is obviously during the game, we heard the news that Phoenix had dropped points, which means we're the premiers as well. So it's another 3 years in a row to come top is a great honour. So a lot of emotions and a lot to celebrate.
Yeah, open up to the floor.
For a lot of the game, you dominated. It just couldn't quite finish it at the end. As coach, what do you do in that situation to try and fix that?
Just be calm. I think we have 5 or 6 different patterns and rotations that we try and do against a team that plays this sort of shape. A couple of them are working, some weren't. And then the individual quality of the players. So in the front third, it's about them expressing themselves and taking players on. And we saw, especially late in the game, when Danny Bruchus came on, she can create and take players on. And Chinaza amazingly came on again, and what an impact she made off the bench. So really pleased. And it's about being patient, because we switched off in one throw-in moment and they score an equaliser and then they get momentum. So we have to control that, we have to learn from that, but otherwise staying calm is the most important.
Laura Hughes was someone that I noticed in particular was doing a lot of work early. How did you see her game?
Look, Hughesy is an unbelievable defensive midfielder, because a lot of the time she does a lot of work that maybe doesn't go noticed, and sacrificing her own game to not attack, to help just in case we lose the ball and we're not getting transitioned on, which she breaks up the play amazingly and helps the link between the centre-backs to the midfielders, so the higher midfielders. So, and it was a big game for her because she's been out for a while. She had a couple of setbacks with her knee surgery, and it was her first start. So, yeah, really pleased for her.
And just about everyone in Australia is going to want to know, how's Holly, how serious? She copped quite a few whacks today. How's she holding up?
It's a concussion, an unfortunate one. Obviously, she was trying to hold up the keeper when the keeper caught the ball, and then, yeah, unfortunately, the keeper didn't kick it that well. It went a bit low and obviously hit the back of her head, and you could see straight away it knocked her out. But she's fine now, and she's feeling good, and she's got good memory of it, and she's. But we need to do the proper protocols and make sure that she recovers properly. So you never take any chances with concussions and head injuries.
Another relief in that sense, I guess, is that you don't need, not that you'd ever risk her anyway, but you don't need to think about her in terms of that Newcastle game. You've got the points, you're unassailable, she can just recover and not be thinking, what if, right?
Definitely. First and foremost, you hit the nail on the head. We definitely wouldn't take any risks with concussions and players like that. And yeah, obviously we're losing our 3 young Matildas as well, so our squad becomes thin, and with a couple of injuries like that, yes. But that's why we have a squad of 23 players, and the next person up, and I'm sure the young girls that are going to get an opportunity next week it's going to be a good opportunity for them.
Just with Holly, obviously, just had such a rough run. She got knocked out in the finals last year. I mean, how do you handle that going forward? You said she seemed like she was in pretty good spirits. We saw she was on the bench the whole second half.
Yeah, look, she's there supporting the group. Obviously, she's quite disappointed and still, got a pretty bad headache. But she'll be able to bounce back from this. She's a tough competitor. Someone that's come back from 3 ACLs and done what she's done over the last probably 12 to 16 months. It's been amazing, and she was a deserved squad member and played her part with the Matildas, and hopefully she can be fine to travel for their next camp.
I just wanted to ask about Chinazo Chendu, because she came on quite late. Were you expecting or hoping for that to be the result? Or were you thinking you were going to be put into extra time? What's the thought process there?
Well, every sub we hope that can make an impact, and she's done that over the last month, especially against Canberra. She came on and scored 2 goals, and then against Adelaide, she made and created some big chances when she came on. She's made a mistake against the Wanderers where she got red carded, but otherwise she's a valuable member of this team, and she's going to get that punishment of missing a lot of games. But in the Champions League, she's eligible, and she played a really big part in obviously winning the game for us. So really pleased for her, because it was tough for a few days, but the group got around her, and we back her. So really, really pleased for her.